If you are into cold emailing, then this video is for you. There is an AI system that will set you up 5,000 times faster than doing it manually and will help you get into the inbox every time. Watch this video and you're going to be totally shocked and amazed how fast AI can do it and can do it right for you. My name is Altus and this video is going to be insane. Now, if you have done any sort of marketing, you know that cold emails are by far the best. It's the most effective to get reach and get leads, and it's the most effective way to convert them. Simply because it's a numbers game. The more emails you can send, the more chances are that you will get a lead or get a contact back. But being really good makes it really difficult to set up. And let me just go through some basics about setting up cold email, just so we can get into it before we look at the system. So when we want to set up a cold email, and I'm going to show you how we can automate this all with AI and literally save you 5,000%. At least that's what the website says. And I believe it to be true because I'll go through it with you. But when we need to set up cold emails, most importantly, first step is we need to buy a domain of some sort. Once we have a domain, you need to get an email service provider, and most often we used to use Gmail or Outlook. Once we have that, we need to set up 3 to 5 mailboxes per email domain. When you go and set it up, it's quite a lot to it. It's quite tedious. We need to create usernames and passwords and first names and last names. So for each domain that you buy, you need to set up a couple of mailboxes. Once you've done with the mailboxes, we also need to set up your DNS. And you really need to pay attention to this because since 2024, the start, Google and Yahoo has really turned down messages that does not have DMARC or DKIM records, or if they're not filled out right. And what we also need to do, you need to remember that your DNS needs to be set up properly in a way where it needs to forward any incoming emails to your main email box, and also the new domains that you add in the top, it needs to forward to an actual working domain website. So quite a lot to do with this. And the next thing is we need to all warm up your email inboxes. So when you go to a warm-up service like Instantly, you need to usually set up the warm-up and you need to load each and every single mailbox and domain in there, which requires a name, a username to be typed in. You need to enter your SMTP and then let it run for 14 days. So let's just think about it. The general rule of thumb for cold emails is sending about 50 emails per mailbox, and every domain should have about 3 mailboxes, maybe 5 if you want to do it. And then you repeat that process for multiple mailboxes. Multiple mailboxes means you can send multiple items, and at the end of the day, we want about 40 odd set up so we can send 2,000 emails a day is what we should aim for. Now, just imagine if you want to build a system around this, where you need to start from the top, buy a domain, times however many emails you want to send out, set up the mailboxes. Remember, we want to send 2,000 emails a day, so every mailbox can only send 50 if you're going to set up 3 to 5. And soon as you can see, this is going to become a tedious process of creating a DNS, adding the mailbox, registering the mailbox, username, password, repeat, username, password, repeat. Then we're going to do some DNS settings, create a DMARC, create a DKIM, do the mailbox, do the mail forwarding, do the domain, and then repeat that for every domain we have. And then we want to use a warm-up service, and again, we're going to have to type in everything, link it up, and then start warming up. And this all can be a real tedious process, and you can do it, but it will take you a good amount of time to do it. But there's such an easy and fantastic way to do it, and I'm going to show you this awesome AI program that sets all this up in a couple of minutes, and we can actually go through it and we can time it as we go. So I'll leave the link below in here, but I'm going to show you how easy and fast it is, and we're going to time it from the time now and see how fast we can set it up. So the plan I'm on is limited to 5 domains and 15 mailboxes. So that's all right. We can work with that. It's just the plan I'm on, but obviously the more you pay, the more you can go onto it. So when I come into this whole system, you can create domains. So create domains. I'm going to want to have 5 domains. And my main domain email is, or my main domain is alt. That is my main email. So we're going to work off that, and AI in the AI system is going to generate and find available domain names that's similar to this. So let's see what it comes up with. Let's give it a couple of minutes. Just let it work through it. Right. So it's come up with available domain names, alt coupling solutions, man leads, man visor, connect, and auto reach. Great. So yeah, I don't mind those. So all you're going to do is buy it. So this is the side, this is how much it costs a year, normal domain pricing. So it's going to hit buy. This is going to take me to a Stripe payment, and I'm just going to quickly fill this out. So I'll pause it and I'll come back. So welcome back. I've just put my credit card details in, and here it is. It's going to go in and auto register the domains for us. So here, look at this. Look at it go. Let's see how fast it can go and work through this. It says easy solution. There goes the first one. Load and register, load and register. A very fast solution. If you had to do this manually, you had to go type in multiple domain names and see which ones are available or not. This just finds available domain names. That's very similar to the ones you have. And then pumps it in, pumps it through, register the domains for you. Just going through it, See, this in itself just saves a lot of time already. So in less than a minute, it started 5 domains. So good. That's going to add to the hosting. Adding domains. I've already set up the cPanel in the past and my registration details in the past. So if you done it once, it remembers all your registration details. So just goes and puts it in. It's already in there. It's already set up. All in autopilot. Now it's going to add domains to the panel. Now this is the only bottleneck part. This takes a little bit of time sometimes. When I say a little bit of times, like a 1 or 2 minutes. That's as much as a little bit of time it is for this. So here we go. Took 2 minutes to complete this. Like I said to you, it doesn't take that long. The big bottleneck is, I think, with cPanel at the moment, but again, it doesn't take that long if you just do it, add it. It's all automated. And the next step is, after registration, the next thing you got to do is just select what platform we're going to use. And I like to use Instantly, or I am using Instantly. So I'm going to do setup. Let's go through it. So it adds a tracking domain in there for it. So what it does is going to create a full automated CSV file that we're going to use and log into Instantly. I'm going to show you how we do it. Get through it. But as you can see, it just adds these things all automatically by itself. You would have had to do these things multiple times over and over. Creating 5 domains would have taken a lot longer than this. Creating the DMARC and SBS records and the return mails would take way longer than this. So here we go, generating inboxes. So I've actually not done this one before, where I'm going to generate inboxes with AI, but let's see how this goes. So generate inboxes with AI, just see where it goes. How many inboxes do you want per domain? I want 3. So all it's going to do is automate and just copy and paste this through instead of doing it manually. So I'm going to do alt Kotlin, alt.kotlin, Kotlin, alt, Kotlin.alt, Alt. I don't want to add sales, so I want to make it personal. Alt Snowman. Alt dot Snowman. Right, kind of makes sense. So just going to create the mailbox of the names in the top, and then the actual email addresses, email ID. So it's going to look like that. Yeah, we can even mail IDs. I'll just use this. It's Alt Cutman. Alt Cutman. So it's going to be the email addresses, right? Alt add the domain, Cutman enter the domain, Alt Cutman enter the domain. Yeah, I like this. Alt Cutman. See how easy it is to redo it. There we go. So just making it kind of look the same, right? You can have the dot, but I'm not a fan of dot emails. I never have been. Yep, here we go, boom. So added 15 email boxes, 15 names, 15 actual emails, each linked to 3 of the domains. Fast and easy. This is crazy. Oh yeah, generate passwords. Sorry, forgot that part. Generate passwords. So it's going to add random passwords in there. We don't need it. So generate. Here we go. Just look how fast it is. One mailbox done. Second mailbox done. Just imagine this. If you've done Gmail or if you've done Outlook before, this takes way the 5,000 times faster. I actually believe that stat comes from their website. So yeah, really think this is an amazing tool. I'll show you the only little problem I have at the moment, and that's only for the warm-up phasing, which is more of a frustration, but that's all right. So you're forwarding emails. If someone sends an email to this, where's it going to forward to? And you want it to come to your main email, right? So if you have a main email address, you're going to check for cold emails. This is where it should come to. Simply because if someone emails you a response to your cold email message, you need to know where it's come from and what it is. So you need to come to your main inbox. So this is all very good and well, but if you know how warm-up works, this is where the pain comes on. When we start warming up, you are getting a lot of emails sent to your email inbox. And that's all right, because it's only during the warm-up phase. So each one of these emails will do a warm-up times 20 for 2 weeks. So you're going to get 20 times emails. But yeah, it's all right. We work for it. It's not that bad. So in there, set. Just setting that up. And again, I just wanted to think about how fast this is going compared to doing this manually. Just adding a forwarding. And if you're ever stuck, there's a video just work through. I've started about for a week with this. Goes pretty fast and easy, so yeah, I don't have a problem with it. So email redirects. Where's the website of each is going to redirect to? It's just going to be my main domain. Just copy this through. So if anyone ever looks it up, goes to that domain, it's going to forward it to all of this. Sweet. And I really like the way you can duplicate all and you can set all. So fantastic. Would you like to warm up the emails? Yes. How many warm-up emails do you want to start with? Here we go. Said, that's done, guys. I just want to give you a second to think about this. This is how fast it's gone to create 5 domains, 3 emails per domain, so 15 email boxes. Set up the usernames, set up the passwords, and then create all the DNS records and all the forwarding. It's insane. So now all you do is you download this file, instantly bulk.1, and I come to instantly, show you how easy it is. Instantly add new email and a bulk import. I'm just going to find that file. Give me a second. Downloads. And copy this in there. Email, first name, last name, passwords, done. Upload all. There you go. And it's just going to go through it instantly. Instantly, it's just going to work through it. So again, I'm just going to say this over and over. Just think about how hard this would have been. Even if you have gone through the stage of creating all this manually, you're going to have to create one big CSV file that you're going to have to copy, paste, copy email, copy first name, copy last name, copy password, copy SMTP, and then do it 15 times every day. Like, it's just fantastic, fast, easy, effective. You really can't beat this. Right, just let it roll for a couple of minutes. It's pretty much the end of the video. It might have sounded like I'm going to show you a lot. Actually didn't. The only thing I'm asking for is, if you're going to use this, please, 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 I beg you, use my link. Use my affiliated link so I get a little bit of money on the side. Not going to make me rich. But yeah, I can't suggest this anymore to anyone. This is really amazing. The only problem I have is once this starts warming up, your main inbox is getting smashed. So think about this. If I do if you do 15 mailboxes a day, it's going to take me about 13 to 14 days to set up the mailboxes. And when you go to the last mailbox, it's going to take 14 days from there. So it's going to take you a good month to set the system up just because of warming up. And once that's done, you can start rolling out those emails and do 2,000 emails a day. Just think about that. Yeah, 2,000 emails a day, 2,000 emails, and people seeing your details, possibly opening up, and then you time that by a week and by a month, and you're going to definitely be guaranteed to have more leads and have more clients. Man, done. All right, so I can just look at this. Let's go find this one. Go back to account. That's it. They're all loaded up. There they are, and they're busy warming up. Nothing more to show. That is it. You've set up the whole system. So let's go back here. So I'm going to show you again, just so we can figure this out. You have bought a domain times 5. You've set up 15 mailboxes. You have done 15/5 times of DNS settings. And then you've all imported 15 mailboxes in for warm-ups, and it's warming up. All on autopilot in a couple of minutes. And it's insane. You just do this every day, get unlimited amount of emails and such. Please like the channel. Please subscribe. I really hope you find this useful. And please use that affiliated link. Cheers.